If you're watching this video, you're probably here because you're struggling to have consistent accuracy or you're losing a lot of 1v1 gunfights. Well, don't worry, I know exactly how you feel. It can be so demoralizing in the beginning when you're an average to new player and you've got some gunmaster blast around the corner and pummel your skull with half a magazine. So today I'm going to show you exactly how I got better at controlling the guns in Call of Duty, so let's get going. In the beginning, when I was a new player, I had absolutely no idea this even existed, and I would join in shipment or shoot house matches in the hopes that the chaos would make me a better player, but all it did was frustrate me, and that is the option to create my own lobby where I can fight bots. Had no idea. You might already know about it, but there's a very specific way I set up the private lobby for getting better with my accuracy. So first things first, go into multiplayer lobby and choose private match. Then go into custom game and hit game setup, pick your map, and for that I'd suggest Hackney Yard or Hard Hat. In this one I picked Hard Hat because I know I can get some longer range kills in this map. Then obviously you've got your game mode set on team deathmatch, but we're not actually going to have a team. It's just going to be you on your own for now, so come out of that and go into game rules. And set the time limit and the score limit to unlimited so that you can spend as long as you need to get those kills. Even if you're AFK for a little while, it just won't kick you out. Next, set the max health to 250 so it simulates a Warzone Battle Royale match. And lastly, but most importantly, is to set it up to headshots only, meaning you have to go for the headshots to kill that player. When you're playing in this and your brain starts to figure out that the only way to kill the player in front of you is to kill them with headshots, your hands will automatically readjust, and if they don't readjust straight away, they'll learn to. A lot of time in this game you need to stop relying on your brain and rely on your reactions and your instincts. So when your bot game is set up, the next thing to focus on is your loadout. The main thing I struggled with most was ground loot in Battle Royale, so the best thing I did was I set up my loadout with exactly the same as the ground loot in Battle Royale and practiced with that since I wasn't great at performing with the ground loot. And one of the most common ground loots at the moment is the kilo, so that's exactly what I went for. So I dive into a bot match with headshots only, and I play until I'm getting consistent headshot kills through muscle memory. Once I think I've improved at all, I jump into a live match. Generally speaking, that's going to be a shoot house or a hard point or shipment 24/7. And I did notice a huge difference after my game after I'd been practicing with the bots. I was coming top of the leaderboard with 25 kills or more, which proved to myself that I was improving. Then, once you've put recoil attachments on the gun, it'll feel completely different. Like, you're able to control it so much better. Sometimes I have moments where I'm not able to control it, but I just stop shooting, readjust, and I continue firing. Because that recoil is going to reset itself as soon as you let go of the R2 or whatever ADS trigger you're using. Always practice with what you're bad at using in real game situations, because if you don't, you're never going to get used to it. This whole thing is about getting used to it. Another thing you have to get used to is pre-aiming or centering. It is completely vital if you want to land more consistent shots and get those kills. So you can use the bot lobby to practice this if you're struggling against real players. What you need to be doing to become a more advanced player is predicting where a player will be before you've even turned the corner. By placing your reticle at the spot you think they're going to be, even if you just put in the center of your screen to focus on the flat edge of the wall as you're moving around it. You're doing the right thing and you're giving yourself the best chance of success to beat whoever is around that corner. Another tip, if you're struggling to keep your aim centered on people, especially when trying to snap onto them from darting around this corner, is to lower your sensitivity. Especially if you're a beginner. You need to forget what the pros are doing and focus on what it is that makes you comfortable in this game. I mean, the people that have their sensitivity on 2020 are just absolutely insane. And when your sensitivity is like that, it's got to be hard. to maintain consistent aim when playing at those sort of settings. So I'm telling you that if you're struggling with your aim, lower the sensitivity. You might find it a bit slow and a bit weird to get used to in the beginning, but you will find it so much easier to keep locked onto your target while firing. I mean, it was only recently that I actually put my sensitivity up to 5, because I've been getting used to a setting of 4, and now I can do 5 comfortably, so I can turn corners faster and I can lock onto them targets a bit quicker because I'm used to setting 4 and now I'm on setting 5, so it's all good with me. So as I said, forget what the pros do and do exactly what you have the most success with and what you feel comfortable doing, because only you can decide that 2020 is a bit too much if you're dying a lot and you're not getting consistent wins. So one last tip for you then is to start mounting whenever you find the opportunity to do it. And I don't mean when you know there's a player just around the corner, because what's going to happen is when you do that, you mount up around the corner, that player's looking at that corner, they're centering their screen on you basically, and they're just going to beam the hell out of the static target that's right in front of them. What I'm talking about is when the enemy is running across your path or away from you or even towards you, but they haven't actually seen you yet. So mount up briefly and take a chunk of their health off before moving, because what they're going to do is they're going to spin round and aim at the place that they're getting targeted from. So what you want to do is mount up, take a chunk of the health, and then start shifting around, move yourself, start making yourself a hard target for them. I would always recommend doing that given the opportunity. So I hope these tips were useful to you in some way. If they were, leave a like, and if you want to see more, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Toodaloo!